Hi guys, hope you all are doing well. In case you hear some weird noises while I'm recording this, it's because my neighbor outside is being so polite. He's standing outside in the road and he's screaming on his phone. No idea why. In today's video, I will be responding to a post that is made by a person. I don't know this person. In fact, one of my friends forwarded me this post and said like, "Hey Arvind, could you please respond to this?" So I thought, why not? Also, I'm wearing a beanie for a reason. My hair has been growing out of control during this lockdown, and I obviously don't want to visit a goddamn barber and get cut and then contract the virus. So yeah, I'm using this beanie to cover up my hair. It's just like so much hair inside, like this much big hair. So anyways, let's get started. Let's look at the message. The person is saying, a foreigner who is a vegan and an Indian who is a vegan are not the same. Okay? Foreigners' veganism comes from love for animals. Indian veganism comes from hatred for fellow human beings. Okay, so this guy clearly does not know what veganism means. Veganism comes neither from love for animals, not from hatred for fellow human beings, but rather it comes from the understanding that from the understanding of justice, the fact that we should not be using, exploiting, or abusing other animals. Like for example, this person who wrote this post, I would never hurt him in real life. I would never beat him or intimidate him or bully him at all because I don't like this guy. I don't like many human beings, but I don't need to love someone to understand it's fundamentally wrong to hurt someone. I guess. Do you like love everybody in the world? Is that necessary to understand we shouldn't hurt them? Similarly, one does not need to love animals to understand it's wrong to exploit or unnecessarily harm them. But then again, I guess this guy has some sort of agenda. Let's look at it. Foreigners' veganism is about anti-cruelty. Okay. Indian veganism is about pro-caste. Thought so. Yeah. So that's the agenda. The agenda is basically try to shift veganism from animal rights into politics and make it seem like every vegan is an upper caste person, which is not true. That is, I know Dalit vegans, I know vegans from various castes, from FC, BC, everywhere, from Islam, from Christianity, from Jains, from Buddhist people, from Jews. Like there are so many vegans based on that. And of course, this guy has an agenda to push, and obviously, by pushing this agenda, he'll get a lot of likes, a lot of views, a lot of clicks, and many other non-vegans who feel guilty after seeing my videos and after hearing about the fact that they are supporting the murder, enslavement, and rape of animals will feel less guilt after reading this because now it's been switched to politics. Okay. If you could notice, foreigners who are vegans have no problem in sharing space with meat eaters and eating in hotels or homes which serves meat. They have no problem in eating in vessels which meat was served earlier. I don't think many of us Indian vegans have a problem with that either. If anything, I myself ask people to not make a fuss about this when they go out to eat. In fact, I myself have eaten at plenty of non-veg restaurants. I just tell them, please don't add any animal products, no dairy, ghee, butter, egg, or meat to my food. And in case, what do you call, like if there was a utensil used in the kitchen to prepare, let's just say this for example, I go out to eat with my friend and he orders an egg dosa, I order a plain dosa. They make his egg dosa first, so they put the batter, then they crack an egg open, make the dosa, close it and give it to him. And then instead of washing the top portion, they make my dosa on that. I eat it. It's not a big deal because I am not paying for the egg. Although there are animal remains and products on that, I'm not paying for the cruelty. So it is disgusting in my opinion because I don't want to eat that anymore. So I request them to clean it. But even if they did not clean it, does not mean it's not vegan. I think this guy is talking more about Brahminism because coming from a Brahmin family who's been raised by Brahmins, yeah, I agree that Brahmins do make a fuss about this stuff, which is a vegetarian thing, not a vegan thing. It has nothing to do with animal rights. I agree that has to do with caste. That has to do with purity. That has to do with saying that we reject certain things because it's disgusting or nasty or we think we're better than you. But veganism has nothing to do with that. So why this gentleman is pissed off about veganism, why he's so butthurt and wants to make it seem like veganism is some Brahmin agenda is beyond. But let's continue. But Indian vegans are casteist scums. Oh, we're all casteist scum apparently. Who demand separate space and feel disgusted to share space or vessels with meat eaters. They discriminate meat eaters by branding them as violent, evil, and treat them as subhumans. Well, actually, dude, I have not treated anyone as a subhuman. I mean, I have not hurt anyone. I haven't beaten anyone. I haven't bullied anybody. I haven't, taken a knife and slashed someone's throat. I haven't hung people upside down and ripped their skin off. I haven't dunked people when they're dying into boiling hot water. Things that you non-vegans do. I haven't gone around and drank the milk of some random female after making her pregnant, which you non-vegans do. Funny how you guys are the ones who treat animals like sub-lives, like lower lives. Like you're the ones who treat them terribly, and we call you out on your bullshit, and you get so butthurt to the point that you're now anally bleeding, and you need to now call us casteist and stuff when we don't do anything. Why? எதுக்கு பிளேட்டை மாத்துற? In Tamil, that means like, why do you shift the focus from something else to us right now? Maybe because he's what do you call? He must be butthurt. That's the only thing I can think of. Casteist scum, apparently. Apparently all vegans on earth, all vegans in India are casteist scum. Okay. Foreign veganism is propagated. Indian veganism is enforced. You know, if I really were a terrorist, like if I had like guns and I had like an army with me, and if I knocked on people's house and I know I put a gun to a child's head and told the parents like, you stop killing animals right now, no more killing, you will eat only vegan food or else I pull the trigger, I think that could be considered as enforcing people to go vegan. But making videos on YouTube, making videos like this on Facebook and Instagram, giving lectures in schools and colleges, passing out pamphlets, that is one of the most peaceful and non-violent ways to bring about change, to educate people through words. We don't force anybody to do it. If there's any forcing going on, it's you non-vegans that force knives into the throats of animals and chop them up to pieces. Funny how you guys are the ones doing all the violent activities, but then make it seem like it's us who are doing violent activities and we're just pointing out flaws in your arguments. Again, as I said, you're just so guilty. You're just so butthurt that we actually have logic on our side while you don't, that you feel the need to throw these kind of random accusations at us. Foreign veganism is about conservation. It's not about conservation, buddy. It's about animal right. It's about justice. It's about the fact that we don't have the right to breed, exploit, or abuse any animal. That's what it's about, not about conservation. Indian veganism is about discrimination. We've been over this. So Indian veganism is Brahminism, which is a pure poison that destroys equality and fraternity. Yeah, now we can see the entire political agenda coming out. So sensible people watching the video, what does Brahminism have to do with veganism? If Brahminism and veganism are one and the same, why on earth would I be asking, or why on earth will all vegans be asking you to become vegan? If suppose vegan people are superior people, we are pure people, by asking you to be like me, wouldn't you be on the same level? The fact that I also want you to be vegan disproves the entire fact that veganism is based on purity and stuff. It is based on the fact that I too want you to be like me. Because if you are on my level, how can I say I'm purer than you? I want you to be like me. It's not about purity, it's not about caste, it's not about control, it's about justice for animals. Restricting meat and allowing vegetables or other deliveries in Chennai lockdown is atrocious and premeditated. So that's where the butthurt stems from. That rot has gone deep, man. It stems from the fact that this guy can't buy meat for like till the end of the month because the Tamil Nadu government shut down all slaughterhouse and butcher shops in Chennai. You know, this has to make you think. Meat is a real drug. It's an addiction. It's worse than these task-mark shops and liquor and heroin and marijuana and other sorts of drugs. And I'll tell you why. It's because you take this away from someone for just freaking 2 weeks and they're already losing their goddamn minds. Look at it. He can't buy meat for 2 weeks. And look at the kind of stuff he's posting. He's literally if that is not the sign of addiction, you tell me what is. Meat is an essential food. Yeah, essential food probably for lions and tigers and jaguars, but not for you, dude. You seem to look like me, like a human being. I don't think it's essential for us. It's not at all. In fact, if it was essential, let's see if you survive till the end of the lockdown by eating only veg food, which you will, because meat is not essential, so kind of disproves your entire statement. Meat is a staple food in majority of Chennai residents. Yeah, that's true. Government must allow meat delivery and should not encourage discrimination against meat eaters. Dude, the government, is everything like some sort of, apparently to this guy, everything is some Brahmin propaganda and everything is like against meat eaters and his community, I believe. This was done by the Tamil Nadu government, not because Tamil Nadu government supports veganism or Brahminism. It was done because people keep crowding around the damn meat market and they didn't want to use that as a hotspot for the spread of COVID-19. Is this guy stupid? My God. Raise your voice against discrimination. For a meat eater to say, raise your voice against discrimination while engaging in the most violent, oppressive, and long running system of discrimination that has ever existed, aka speciesism, is one of the most hypocritical and stupid things I have ever seen in my entire life. Note, I specifically used the term foreign vegan and didn't attribute to any race or country. So context of the post is important. He's inclusive. He's an inclusive, sensible, sensitive guy who wants to make sure he does not hurt the feelings of other human beings while spreading lies and misinformation all across India and trying to, call all Indian vegans as casteist scum, and also while engaging in violent actions toward innocent animals. Truly a wonderful gem of a human being. Hashtag Chennai lockdown, hashtag allow meat, hashtag meat is essential, hashtag stop discrimination, hashtag while I continue to engage in discrimination and violence towards innocent animals. Someone's texting me. That's it, guys. Take care. See you guys in the next video. Grow up, man. Grow up.